Hello everybody, Big Plains here, and in this video I want to talk about the 747 and some progress that has been made to it since the last video. Now I know that I've been doing a lot of videos on the 747 in the last few days now, and I know you guys might be getting old of them, but this, I promise you, is going to be one of the last ones before Bricks by the Bay. And that is because I finally got the decals on. Yay! I am not very good at making decals, and I know that because I always screw them up. So I'm very excited that I finally got the decals on this plane. And yeah, so let's take a look at what the decals are. First of all, that'll be the first part of this video. So up here towards the front, I finally put Pan Am on the front so we know it's a Pan Am plane. That's sort of the obvious sticker that was missing from this thing the whole time. So now it finally says Pan Am towards the front. And I finally redid the globes towards the back. I'll get to those in a minute here. But if we look closely towards the front, you can also see it says Clipper Defender. And this is sort of an interesting story behind it on how I chose that name. And I was doing my research on clippers that Pan Am used. And I was trying to find a clipper that had not crashed and was pretty notable. And I sort of came across the Clipper Victor, which was the first Pan Am 747 in operation, I believe. And it really sounded like a cool plane. It looked a lot like this one when it comes to the thin blue stripe running down the plane and the engines and the tail and the flag and everything. So I thought I would do Clipper Victor until I did a little bit more research on Clipper Victor and figured out that it was the clipper that was involved in the Tenerife accident on the Canary Islands. I quickly scrapped that idea because I don't want to have a plane that was destined to crash. So yeah, but yeah, so Clipper Defender, that's where I settled on this one. It's sort of a safe name. It's not the most known Pan Am clipper. If you guys have any suggestions, then please let me know. But I am out of sticker papers, so that's what it's just going to be for now, so sorry. And yeah, speaking of sticker paper, if you guys didn't know, the way I used to make decals was I would just print it onto a standard piece of printer paper, right? And then I would just get a glue stick, a glue stick, and glue them to the back of the plane, or to wherever I would put them on the aircraft. And the problem with that posed was when it came time to remove them, it left this horrible residue on the parts that you just couldn't get off. So that is why I really didn't like those, but I didn't really know what else to do because it seems like everything I did either peeled off or left a horrible residue or what. So I finally came across these, this kind of sticker paper. Here's an extra Pan Am globe if you were wondering, that goes on the tail back there. I printed an extra in case it breaks or gets scratched off, but I actually found sticker paper that's clear. And it's really, really useful because it's like a vinyl plasticky material. Sorry, it's like a vinyl plasticky material, and it's super useful. And that's what I used up here to get the Pan Am logo without having to cut around the letters, and that worked really well. And it actually sticks very well to it. The texture of the sticker paper looks really nice, and I'm quite happy with it. And I redid both of the Pan Am globes in the back of the plane because they had a water damage to them from being used and taken downstairs and all that stuff, so I'm very happy that I was able to replace those. And the way that these work is that it's like a clear piece of plastic film, and you print right on it with an inkjet printer, and then you apply it right onto the plane. So I'm actually really happy with how these decals are looking. We'll see if they stay or peel off. So yeah, the decals are all done, and I really think the plane looks quite nice after, especially I tiled off the top and added those curved slopes, which were a nightmare to get because they're just so expensive. I don't know why, but they just are. So yeah, the 747 is basically done, and I'm quite happy to have it in the fleet. Sorry, it's a huge mess around here because I'm packing up for Bricks by the Bay. So yeah, and if we look towards the front here, I thought I would include a minifigure for scale because it might be a little bit hard to understand quite how large this thing is. So there's a minifigure. I just threw one together. It's not supposed to be any particular person or anything, but I just thought I would do that. And here's him on the top of the plane. So that's just how that looks. And so, yeah, that's all I really have for this video. Not too much to update you about, just a lot of decals have been put on this thing. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, blah, 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 do all that stuff. And bye for now.